Today we will see multiple choice questions on measuring instruments and calibration. So this is part number 2. Already part number 1 we have seen, and we have seen 18 questions. So we'll start with 19. So question number 19. What is direct measurement? That is length by scale or angle by protractor. Options are: option A, this method is very accurate; option B, this method is not very accurate; option C, both A and B; option D, none of the above. So correct answer is option B, that is this method is not very accurate because it is direct measurement. These are not precise instrument. So that is why the option B is correct. Question number 20. What is indirect measurement? That is measurement of mass density by measuring mass. Options are: option A, parameters are measured directly and then value is found by formula. Option B, parameters are measured not directly and then value is found by formula. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. So correct answer is option A, that is parameters are measured directly and then value is found by formula. That is called as indirect measurement. Question number 21. What is measurement by comparison? Options are: option A, vernier caliper; option B, micrometer; option C, dial gauge indicator; option D, vernier height gauge. So correct answer is dial gauge indicator. So with the help of dial gauge indicator, we will not get any value with respect to true value. It will just show the differ from its true value. So that is why the option C is correct, that is dial gauge, that is measurement by comparison. Question number 22. What is differential measurement? Options are: option A, measurement of diameter with master cylinder; option B, measurement of diameter with comparator cylinder; option C, both A and B; option D, only A. So correct answer is option C, both A and B. That is differential measurement with master cylinder and with comparator cylinder. What is null measurement? Question number 23. Options are: option A, dial gauge; option B, vernier height gauge; option C, micrometer; option D, vernier caliper. So answer is option A, that is dial gauge, that is null measurement. So with respect to the zero value, plus or minus, we will get reading. So that is why the dial gauge is the type of null measurement. Question number 24. What is deflection measurement? Options are: option A, measurement of current on ammeter; option B, measurement of voltage on voltmeter; option C, measurement of pressure on pressure gauge; option D, all of the above. So correct answer is option D, that is all of the above, because all are deflection measurement. Question number 25. What is contact measurement? Options are: option A, measurement by vernier caliper; option B, measurement by vernier height gauge; option C, measurement by micrometer; and option D, all of the above. So correct answer is option D, all of the above, because all are making a contact with object or part. So that is why all options are correct. Question number 26. What is contactless? What is contactless measurement? Options are: option A, measurement by toolmaker's microscope; option B, measurement by profile projector; option C, only A; option D, both A and B. So correct answer is option D, that is both A and B, contactless measurement, because both are not making a contact with part. So that is why the option D is correct, that is both A and B. Question number 27. What is linear measuring instruments? Option A, steel rule; option B, vernier caliper and vernier height gauge; option C, micrometer and depth micrometer; option D, all of the above. So correct answer is option D, that is all of the above. So all are linear measuring instruments. Question number 28. What is angular measuring instruments? So options are given: option A, sine bar and sine centers; option B, atto collimator; option C, bevel protractor and taper plug; option D, all of the above. So correct answer is all of the above, because all are angle measuring instruments. Question number 29. Non-linear measurements, that is geometric parameters. Option A, flatness; option B, roundness and concentricity; option C, surface texture; option D, all of the above. So correct answer is option D, all of the above, because all these three parameters are geometric parameters. Question number 30. What is precision instruments? That is high degree of sensitivity. Options are A, vernier caliper, option B, micrometer, option C, slip gauges, option D, all of the above. So correct answer is option D, that is all of the above, because all are precise instruments and all are giving a very high accurate value. So that is why these three are precision instruments. Question number 31. Non-precision instruments. Options are, first option is A, steel rule, option B, protractor, option C, both A and B, option D, can't say. So answer is option C, both A and B, because steel rule and protractor are non-precise instruments. So option C is correct, that is both A and B. Question number 32. Least count of vernier caliper. What is the value of least count of vernier caliper? Option A 0.01, option B 0.001, option C 0.2, option D 0.02. So correct answer is option D, that is 0.02. As you all know that the least count of vernier caliper is 0.02. That is how to calculate it. Smallest division on main scale divided by total number of division on vernier scale. So smallest division is 1 divided by total number of division, that is 50. So 1 by 50 it becomes 0.02 mm. So correct answer is option D, that is 0.02 mm. Question number 33. How to calculate least count of vernier caliper? Just now we have discussed. Options are given. Option A, smallest division on main scale divided by total number of division on vernier scale. Option B, smallest division on vernier scale divided by total number of division on main scale. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. So correct answer is option A, that is smallest division on main scale divided by total number of division on vernier scale. Question number 34. What is the least count of micrometer? Option A 0.01, option B 0.001, option C 0.2, option D 0.02. So correct answer is option A, that is 0.01. Again formula is same, smallest division divided by total number of division. So smallest division is 0.5 divided by 50, it becomes 0.01 mm. Question number 35. How to calculate least count of micrometer? Option A, smallest division on main scale divided by total number of division on thimble scale. Option B, smallest division on thimble scale divided by total number of division on round scale. Both A and B, none of the above. So option A is correct. That is smallest division on main scale divided by total number of division on thimble scale. Question number 36. What is the least count of vernier height gauge? So anything with vernier, least count will be 0.02. So options are 0.01 A, option B 0.001, option C 0.2 and option D 0.02. So correct answer is 0.02 mm. That is D, option D. Question number 37. What is the least count of gear tooth vernier caliper? Again it is vernier caliper. So options are option A 0.01, option B 0.001, option C 0.2, option D 0.02. So correct answer is option D, that is 0.02, because it has a vernier scale and least count is same. Question number 38. Bore gauge is used for what? Options are given. Option A, to check outside diameter of bore or cylinder. Option B, to check inside diameter of bore or cylinder. Both A and B, none of the above. So correct answer is option B, that is to check inside diameter of bore or cylinder. So bore name itself indicates that is used for to check inside dimensions of cylinder or bore. Question number 39. Slip gauges or gauge blocks are used for reference standard for measurement. The statement is true or false. So options are given. Option A, true. Option B, false. Option C, can't say. Option D, none of the above. So correct answer is option A, that is true. Slip gauges or gauge blocks are used for a reference standard only. So that is why this answer is true. Which are kept in a very, they are very sensitive. So which are kept in a controlled environment, and they are just used for a reference purpose, not for a continuous measurement process. So option A is correct, that is true. Question number 40. Surface finish of slip gauges. So options are given. Option A 0.05 mm, option B 0.05 micron, option C 0.01 mm, option D 0.02 mm. So correct answer is option B, that is 0.05 micron, because its surface is highly maintained on its total length or the surface, and the slip gauges are rectangular in nature, and you can see the surface finish is maintained up to 0.05 micron. Question number 42. Surface finish of surface plate. Option A 0.05 mm, option B 0.05 micron, option C 0.01 mm, option D 0.02 mm. So correct answer is option B, that is 0.05 micron. Again, the surface plate, you can take example of granite surface plate whose dimensions are 630 by 630 mm, and on its total consecutive points of material, you can see the surface finish is maintained up to 0.05 micron, and that surface plate is used for a reference measurement purpose. Question number 43. Types of surface plates. Option A granite, option B glass, option C cast iron. So option D is all of the above. So as you all know that these three are the types of surface plates, so option D is correct, all of the above. Question number 44. Sign bar and sign centers are used for to check what? Option A width, option B length, option C angle, option D depth. So correct answer is angle. So sign bar and sign centers are used for to check angle. Question number 45. Autocollimator and angle decers are used for what? Option A width, option B length, option C angle, option D depth. So correct answer is angle. Again, these two are used for checking angle. Question number 46. What is spirit level and clinometer are used for? Options are option A width, option B length, option C angle, option D depth. So again, these two are used for to check angle. So option C is correct. Question number 47. Least count of dial gauge is what? Option A 0.05 mm, option B 0.05 micron, option C 0.01 mm, option D 0.02 mm. So option C is correct, that is 0.01 mm. Question number 48. What is traceability? So options are given. Option A establishing a valid calibration system of measuring instrument by comparing with standard up to some specified limit. Option B, option A is wrong. Option C, option A may be correct. Option D, none of the above. So correct answer is what? Option A, that is establishing a valid calibration system of a measuring instrument by comparing with standards up to some specified limits. That is traceability. So it have four types. So you can trace up to uh, national standard, international standard, working standard, laboratory standard, and you may find that the given manufactured component which has been checked by the particular instrument, which is traceable to international limit or not. So that is what traceability.